So, when we see the same unit twice, we're going to set up basically a proportion. So we've got half an hour. So we got Micah. Micah lives in Texas and her best friend lives in Louisiana. They're both driving to meet for the weekend. Micah travels 40 miles. So this is Micah. For every half hour. And then Lindsay's traveling 12 and a half miles for every 10 minutes. So if we're doing per hour, so this would be 40 miles every hour. Now, there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So this OP means operation, so we are going to multiply this 10 by 6 to get to 60. So yet again, 12 and a half times 6, and obviously I can't do that in my head. I probably can, but I don't necessarily want to because this is so much faster and easier. So 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 is 15. Carry my 1. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So remember, there is 1 decimal behind. So as I try to do some of the stuff, 1 decimal behind. So we've got 75 miles in 1 hour. So Micah has 40 plus another 40 to get to 1 hour. So that means this would be 80 total miles. So if I'm trying to get, and this is per 1 hour. So if we're doing miles per hour, we have Micah with 80 miles per 1 hour. So if I want to get for 4 hours, remember I just cross multiply. So 80 times 4 is 320. Divide that by the 1 gives me 320 miles. Now, at the same thing, we have, she's going in 6 hours. So we have 75 miles, as I try to write the 75. So miles per hour. This time she does 75 miles in 1 hour, and we want to know for 6 hours. Notice how I'm keeping my hours all in one line. So yet again, I'm going to multiply. 75 times 6, that'd be 30, that'd be 45. So she's traveling 450 miles in 6 hours. And we're going to do the same thing. And since you are watching the video instead of actually dealing with me teaching it, once you kind of get the idea, yes, you need to do at least one more. And you can fast forward through the video to figure out which one you want to do. So we've got Kenny, who's making 8 free throws in 30 seconds. So we need to know how many he can make in 60 seconds. So if I'm multiplying this by 2 to get to 60, this by 2 would be 16 in 1 minute. So there is 60 seconds in 1 minute. So if we have free throws per minute, we're looking for 5 minutes. So we know that he can make 16 free throws in 1 minute. We need to know 5 minutes. So we're going to cross multiply and then divide. So 16, as I try to write that backwards, times 5, that is 30. So this would be 80 free throws in 5 minutes. We have 30 minutes. We're trying to figure out per 1 hour. So we're going to multiply that by 2 to get to 60. So if I'm doing 2.75 miles in 30 minutes, I need to know what that is in an hour. So I'm going to do 275 times 2, 10, 5. So that'd be 550. And yes, it is tiny. So this is in 30 minutes. So we got it in 60 minutes, which is in 1 hour, so 60. And we're looking for 3 hours. So we know that he does miles per hour. We've got for 1 hour, which is 60 minutes, he can do 5.5 miles, or 5.50. And we're trying to figure out for 3 hours. So yet again, cross multiply. 5.5 times 3, as I try to put that all up in the way. 5.5 times 3, 15. So that becomes 16.5 miles in 3 hours. All right, you do have 2 more. We've got miles, or not miles, concert tickets. So he's paying price per concert ticket. So we're going to do cost per ticket. So we have $137.50 for 5. And we're trying to figure out 9. So yet again, I'm going to cross multiply. So 0. And if you've stayed to watch this, I would strongly suggest this is one of the ones you have on your notes. 9 times 5 is 45. 4. 9 times 7 is 63. Plus 4 is 67. Yes, I know I just said 67. 9 times 3 is 27 plus 6. 27 plus 6 is 33. 9 times 1 is 1. Plus 3 is 12. So I see 2 numbers behind a decimal, so I need 2 numbers. So we're looking at $1237.50. But I need to know how much 9 is instead of this times 9. So I'm going to divide this now by my other number left, which is 5. I'm going to keep my decimal, same spot. I can divide that out twice. 4 times. 7 times. Notice how all of my digits are lining up with the number that is left. And because it's money, this becomes $247.50. And that's for 9 tickets. So this one, we have miles per hour. I have 4.5 miles, or 4.5 miles in 4. I need to know how many she can do in 6. So yet again, cross multiplying. 4.5 times 6, 30, 27, 27 divided by 4, decimal because that doesn't go in evenly. I have this, it would be 7 times, but that's 28, so 6, 24. So I can leave this as 6 and then 3/4, or I can keep going and marking out the rest of it, because that would be 7 and 5. Either one would work as an answer. So if you have questions, make sure you are asking me when I come back in. Otherwise, I will see y'all in a little bit.